Welcome back everyone to the Low Country Diecast Racing League. We decided to take 10 of the fastest cars from the Battle of the 60's race that took place over at Boomtown Dragway and have a small exhibition race here at Flip Strip before they're packed up and sent back home. Before we get started, let's take a look at these cars and see where they placed. Alright, to kick things off, finishing first overall was JEC Racing in his Torino. Finishing second was Blue Line Racing in his Charger. Third was Flips Racing in his Torino. Finishing fourth, Blue Line Racing in his other Charger. Coming in fifth was Diecast Show Customs in his Torino. Sixth was Sugar Booty Racing in his Chevelle. Seventh place we got Kaboom Racing in his Charger. Finishing eighth, Variant Skunk Works in his Chevelle. Coming in 10th overall was Flips Racing in his red Torino. And Cut Rocker did not make the race on time, but showed a lot of speed in the late entry race. So let's see what these guys got on the track. Okay, we got the cars paired up to battle. Each car will get one run down both lanes. Their fastest times will be recorded. The second lap time will determine any tiebreakers we may have. The top four cars will move on to round two. We know where they finished at Boomtown. Now let's see where they finish here at Flip Strip. First up, we got JEC Racing taking on Flips Racing. Alright, here we go. Flips Racing lane 1, JEC lane 2. And they're off. Flips Racing, gets out by a fender. 17-13 to JEC 17-20. Lanes have been swapped up. JEC lane 1, Flip lane 2. JEC out by a fender this time, with a 1704 to Flip 1709. Next race, we got Blue Line Racing in his Charger taking on Cut Rocker in his Torino. Alright, we got Cut Rocker lane 1, Blue Line Racing lane 2. And they're off. Blue Line gets out by a fender and holds it. 1709 to Cut Rocker 1719. Lanes have been swapped. Blue Line lane 1, Cut Rocker lane 2. And they're off. Blue Line gets out and pulls them a little bit. 1709 again to Cut Rocker, 1722. Alright, next race, we got Flips Racing in his Torino taking on Variant Skunk Work in his Chevelle. Alright, next up, we got Variant Skunk Work lane 1, Flips Racing lane 2. And they're off. Flips Racing, Variant keeps it close. Flips gets it with a 1711 to Variant 1717. Lanes have been swapped. Flip Racing in lane 1, Variant lane 2. Flip pulls him a little bit that time. 1708 to a 1716. Next up, we got Blue Line Racing taking on Kaboom Racing. Alright, we got Kaboom Racing lane 1, Blue Line Racing lane 2. And they're off. What a close race. Blue Line just barely pulls it off. 1712 to a 1716. Lanes have been swapped up. Blue Line lane 1, Kaboom lane 2. Blue Line holds them pretty good that time with a 1711 to a 1724 for Kaboom. Alright, our last race of the first round. We got Diecast Show Customs in his Torino taking on Sugar Booty Racing in his Chevelle. Alright, Sugar Booty lane 1, Diecast Show Customs lane 2. And they're off. Sugar Booty, pulls him by almost a car. 1714 to a 1733. Lanes have been swapped. Diecast Show Customs lane 1, Sugar Booty lane 2. Ooh, Sugar Booty really pulls him this time. 1715 to a 1756. Alright, here are your results for round 1. Remember, top 4 move on to round 2. Alright, first race of round 2. We got JC in his Torino taking on Flips Racing in his Torino. Alright, first race of round 2. We got Flips Racing in lane 1, JC in lane 2. And they're off. JC, gets flipped by half a car. With a 1695 to a 1710. Wow, fastest time of the night. Lanes have been swapped. Good close race. Flip pulls off this race with a 1709 to JC 1711. Alright, last race of round 2. We got Blue Line Racing in his Charger taking on Flips Racing in his Torino. Alright, last race of round 2. We got Flips Racing in lane 1, Blue Line in lane 2. Wow, what a race! Flips Racing gets it with a 1713 to Blue Line 1714. Lanes have been swapped. Blue Line in lane 1, Flip in lane 2. Here they go. Blue Line, pulls Flip, with a 1702 to Flip 1705.
How about now? I wish I could have been around when you found out that I was on Forbes. Bet your jaw hit the floor. Bet you tried to call, but now I'm on tour, ain't got time to talk. About to blow this money like you said I would. I can blow it all, but
it's finals time. We got JC Racing in his Torino taking on Blue Line Racing in his Charger. Let's see which one's going to be crowned champion here at Flip Strip. Alright, this is it. First race of the finals. We got Blue Line Racing in lane 1, JC in lane 2. And they're off. Good close race. JC gets him by a fender. 1693 to a 1704. Let's go up and get these lanes swapped up. JC now in lane 1. Blue Line, lane 2. For all the marbles. And they're off. Good close race, but JC just a little too strong. They both slowed down, but it doesn't matter.
Locked in. Supreme confidence, can't do broken promises. You can't talk the way I talk when you ain't got no accomplishments. On top, taking up space, ain't no room for occupants. Always knew I had to glow, ain't no chance of blocking it. Okay, feel like the best.
I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this event. Our next race will be held at Flip Strip. For the Challenger, your inner demon race. Go to the Low Country Diecast Racing League Facebook page for rules. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.